Hey everyone, welcome to This Pop Culture Peach. I'm your host Robin here with the latest in the world of pop culture. Featured this week, we have stories on Taylor Swift taking over, something exciting with BFFs Andy Cohen and Anderson Cooper, and the latest on the Kim and NeNe feud. But before all that, let's talk about some news. So I was watching Watch What Happens Live last week, classic, and Yolanda, who was, of course, a model and then a Real Housewife of Beverly Hills, her daughter, Bella Hadid, was brought up. And we know Bella Hadid is a supermodel. And a question was asked on whether Bella and Drake, the singer, are dating. So I'm asking that question because, well, she dated The Weeknd, and now The Weeknd's dating Selena Gomez, so I just think that would be a really interesting thing, and I think they'd be really cute together. But Yolanda, of course, got around answering. It was super awkward, but from my point of view, it almost seemed like they are dating, and Yolanda did not want to let anybody know about that because she kept dodging the question, and she kept looking to people behind the camera and was like, I knew you guys were going to do this. I knew something like this was going to happen. So I feel like she kind of gave that away, but that's what I'm going to continue looking into, and I hope they are. I think that's awesome. But moving on from that, Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas are officially engaged. Of course, we know Joe Jonas from the Jonas Brothers, and Sophie Turner, who plays Sansa Stark on Game of Thrones. Well, they've been dating for a while, and yesterday, Joe Jonas uploaded a picture on Instagram of her hand on top of his with the engagement ring, and captioned the picture, she said yes. And I actually follow Sophie on Instagram. She posted the exact same picture and said, I said yes. So I thought that was really cute. There was an article today talking about the ring, and apparently it's over $25,000. It's a beautiful ring, so good for you guys. The AMA, American Music Award nominations are out, and I retweeted the article that lets you know about all the nominations. I'm not going to go through all of them. My favorite category is the winner for Best Soundtrack. And nominated for it is Moana, Trolls, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Now, this is just amazing to me. I love all of those, and honestly, I'd be fine with any of those winning. Of course, I think Moana has a wonderful soundtrack. Trolls, we know that Justin Timberlake did the music for that, so that was amazing. And Guardians of the Galaxy, I actually have not seen the second one, but I know that the first one had a great soundtrack. So that's pretty exciting, and I'm interested to see who wins. For the best soundtrack, I love movie soundtracks. I think Hunger Games has the best ones ever. I own all of them. They're amazing. So if you haven't heard those, go listen to them. But movie soundtracks are so good. I think that's something that people overlook a lot of times. But when you listen to it later in your car, it's almost like you're rewatching the movie all over again. And it's very interesting. So those are the nominations for that category. Ed Sheeran got into an accident. He was biking and fell off, I guess, or he got hit. There's not much information on it right now, but he posted a picture saying that he was in an accident, and it looks like his arm's broken, his left arm, I think, and then something's up with his right arm, and he said that he's waiting on news from the doctor to get back and let us know about information about his upcoming shows. So hopefully none of those get canceled, but of course wanting him to get healed and feel better. Raven's Home, the show, of course, on Disney Channel, which is supposed to be That's So Raven spin-off now, where Raven's the mom and she has kids, and of course it's called Raven's Home. Well, it was officially renewed for season 2, so that's exciting. If you still watch Disney Channel, or if you know people that watch Disney Channel, her show's renewed. And then the last piece of news I want to talk about is Jingle Ball in Atlanta this year. They announced the lineup. Of course, it's hosted by Power 96.1. And tickets are on sale now for everyone. Last week they had the pre-sale open, and now they're available to everyone. But some of the people going to be there, I'm super excited about this. Demi Lovato, Fifth Harmony, Liam Payne, Nick Jonas, Julia Michaels, Charlie Puth, Logic, Zed, Camila Cabello, and Why Don't We? And it's actually funny, I was watching the video where they were announcing everybody that's going to be at Jingle Ball, and they had Fifth Harmony, and the next person they mentioned was Camila Cabello, which obviously that's funny because she used to be in Fifth Harmony, and when she left, it wasn't really on good terms. So, but that's exciting. So, Demi Lovato has a new album out, so that'll be really exciting about her being there. And of course, her and Nick Jonas are BFFs, so it'd be really cool to see them perform together. So yeah, if you're interested, you can go online to Jingle Ball 2017 Powered 96.1 and you can get tickets for it. So we're going to go straight into some of our featured stories tonight. The first one, I'm calling Taylor Swift Takeover. So, of course, there's been a lot going on with Taylor Swift. Her announcing these new songs and it being so different than what we're used to. I mean, even when she changed for 1989, these songs are very different and very mixed reviews, I think. And then the crazy music video that went along with it. Then she's got this new ticketing system that's caused some issues that I talk about in one of my first videos or one of my first podcasts. And then she's got some weird tie with college football because the first time anybody heard her song Ready For It was in a hype video for an Alabama game. And now it's been rumored that she's going to perform at halftime of the national championship in Atlanta, which I'm really excited about. But there's all this crazy stuff going on with Taylor Swift. And now it came out that she has an app coming out. It's called the Swift Life. And in the video description, she posted a video announcing it. And it's like this all hyped up video. And the description for it called it a creative, inclusive, and community-driven place for users to better connect with each other, and Taylor. So it's supposed to come out in late 2017, which of course her album Reputation is supposed to come out. Well, in a couple months, actually. It could come out any day now, honestly. I feel like they're being super secretive with it, but the app I'm sure will come out right after, or it might even come out with it. But I just think it's kind of weird. I was watching the video for it, and it's almost like if you were on Instagram, but everything that's posted on Instagram was only about Taylor. So it's just kind of weird to me, and they have like Taylor emojis and all this stuff, and I don't want to call it brainwashing, but it just seems a little weird. I mean, I love Taylor Swift, but I don't want to be in something that's just all like her. It just seems kind of weird to me. So that's my opinion on it, though. I'd love to hear y'all's opinion. But yeah, it's just weird. You can go watch the video. I obviously tweeted about it, and you can let me know what you think. I wasn't that freaked out by it until I actually watched the video, and you see kind of what it is, and it's just people listening to her music, playing her music videos, talking about her music, sending other people her music. And I'm like, is it really necessary? So I thought that was kind of weird. And it also is interesting to me because she deleted everything on her social media for a little bit and then was dropping like these weird snake videos, if you guys remember, for her new song coming out. And she was kind of hyping it through that subtly. Well, it kind of seems like she doesn't like social media because she went through and deleted everything. And her new song and her new image is all about reputation, how people are trying to destroy it. So it almost seems like she's saying, okay, that's fine. I'm just going to hop up and take all my fans and we're going to go to a special little island all on our own and just be obsessed with me. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from it. But I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. It comes out later this year, and yeah. So our second feature of the night is all about Andy Cohen and Anderson Cooper. I got the best news of the week, and this was going to be my peachy moment, but I wanted to talk about it more than just a hot second towards the end, and I have a great peachy moment this at the end of the episode. You're going to want to hear it. But so that's why I made it a feature. So Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen, of course, are best friends, and I'm obsessed with them. My sister is obsessed with them. It's funny. I always tell her she's the Anderson Cooper to my Andy Cohen. Like, we're just all about them. And they go on tour, their AC2 or AC squared tour. And they basically just go around and people buy tickets and I don't want to buy tickets. And they just talk about their life and they tell stories and they joke around. Again, they're best friends. So they have great chemistry and it's awesome. Well, the news that I wanted to share is that they're teaming up not only for AC squared, but for the New Year's Eve. So the New Year's Eve broadcast. So we always know that Anderson Cooper and Kathy Griffin usually are the ones that do it. And well, Kathy Griffin, of course, got in trouble and was let go after the whole Trump Twitter post when she posted that awful picture of her holding Trump's head. She got in a whole bunch of trouble for it and she ended up apologizing and all that. But that's not the point of this story. But she got let go. So they were looking for a replacement and they chose Andy Cohen. So I am so pumped because now we get to see them interact more. I only ever get to see them interact in short little Instagram videos they'll post hanging out with each other. So this is really exciting. Their relationship is so cute because Andy Cohen is so much into pop culture and Anderson Cooper, you know, is this amazing kick butt news reporter and has his show AC360. So, they're just a funny group together. So it'll be really good, and it's not going to be forced funny where you feel like you should laugh because you love Anderson Cooper and you want to be supportive, but really nothing Kathy Griffin says is funny. She's just really annoying and you just feel bad for Andy. Well, Andy Cohen is coming to the rescue for Andy Coop. I no longer have to fake laugh, and I don't know if you guys think Kathy Griffin's funny, but if you did, sorry. If you didn't, you no longer have to fake laugh because it's going to be real chemistry. I always felt with Kathy Griffin that it was forced and Anderson didn't know how to handle it, but with Andy Cohen, it's just going to be great. So I'm super excited to see what happens and how they interact, and it should be really exciting. I love watching those broadcasts on New Year's Eve, so I just can't wait to watch what happens live on New Year's Eve, if you get what I'm saying. So then our third and last feature of the night is just a quick update on the latest with Kim and NeNe. So of course, I talked about this last week. Kim Zolciak Biermann and NeNe are going at it again. They were both on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. They were on the original group, and you see them as being best friends, and that does not last long at all. I almost felt like they hyped up their friendship, or maybe, I don't know, maybe being on TV made it worse. I'm not sure. But they were really good friends, and then once they got on Real Housewives of Atlanta, it's like everything exploded. And when that started happening, I never even understood how they were friends to begin with. But if you watch the seasons, it's all on Hulu, but if you want to go through and watch it, of course, the new season's premiering November 5th. So Sunday night, it'll be 8 o'clock on Bravo. But you watch them, and they're constantly fighting, and they'll, like, make up, but then it starts happening all over again. And it's always really nasty stuff. It's never just, like, bickering or anything. Like, some of the worst fights and some of the most nasty stuff that happens on Real Housewives of Atlanta, when, like, they were there, it involved them, too. So of course, the latest thing was with Kim's daughter, Brielle, who's 20. She posted a video on her Snapchat talking about how she was in NeNe Leakes' house, and she was saying, like, oh, there's no mirrors. I have to squat down, and, like, there's mirrors on the cabinet. And she was, like, making a joke, but not in a negative way. And she posted it on her Snapchat. Well, there's a bug, like a roach, in the video, and she didn't see it. But then once people told her about it, she deleted the video off her Snapchat and just sent it to her mom, and then took a second video, never posted it, of more bugs, and then sent that to her mom. And apparently her mom had these videos, and then something goes down in Barcelona, which you'll see on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she sends it to what Kim calls the housewives. So I'm not sure if that's all of them or just a group of them. I'm not sure, but somehow NeNe finds out about it because the public didn't even know about it until NeNe posted a picture saying she was on the way home to her roach-filled house and all this stuff, like making a joke about it, but was mad. And then Kim kind of fired back, and then NeNe wrote this awful post back about Brielle just tearing her up. And it's sad because she didn't even, like, once she saw the bug, she took it down. So it ended with NeNe calling Kim and her entire family racist. And so Kim has actually hired legal counsel and says that she's taking this super serious, and was explaining that, you know, this isn't just banter going back and forth like what they do a lot of times, but it's a serious allegation to call someone racist. And because of this, they've had to make changes with security, increasing it in different places that they travel. Brielle has actually received several threats on Instagram due to this. And so my personal opinion on it is that NeNe knows Kim doesn't. I don't think NeNe actually thinks Kim is a racist because she's been friends with her for so long. And her posting that video, even if Kim is racist, this particular thing did not appear to be that way. And so I just felt like NeNe was just kind of like saying that offhandedly, and I know it really hurts Kim because they were such good friends. So, of course, I mean, maybe there's more that I'm not seeing and Kim really is. I don't know because I am on the outside of it. But NeNe is always stirring up so much stuff, and she's just so mean. I know it's hurtful to Kim, and the fact that Brielle didn't even, like, post a second video and she took it down, and none of us would have even known about it had NeNe not posted about it. So I know that it's really upsetting to Kim, and I feel bad. And honestly, the allegation of calling her racist is very similar to what happened last year with Phaedra and Kandi, I think. And of course, you'll have to watch last season to get it all because it was a lot. But it was slander. I mean, that's exactly what it was. And Phaedra actually is not a Real Housewife anymore because of everything that happened. It wasn't like the fun little drama we see normally on there. It was slander. I mean, that's exactly what it was. And, so I don't know if that's why Kim hired legal counsel, if she's going to claim that this was slander. I don't know. I think it's a tough thing because if somebody does feel like they've been offended because of their race, of course they're going to call that person racist. And I don't know because I'm not in NeNe's shoes. But, so we'll see where this goes. Of course, it's just legal counsel. She hasn't taken any legal action. So we'll have to just see where that goes. But moving on, we'll get into our looking forward section because there's a lot of stuff that you guys have to look forward to. Sia has a new Christmas album that's coming out, and I'm really excited about that. I think Sia has a beautiful voice, and I love Christmas music, so combining the two, that's really exciting. So you can look forward to that. Black Panther, of course, it's a Marvel movie. Another superhero movie. And we first see Black Panther in the latest Avengers. I think it was, the latest Avengers movie. Well, Black Panther is coming out February 16th, and I retweeted the trailer. It looks amazing. You have to go look at the trailer. It's very different than all the other superhero movies. It still has excitement and all the action and stuff, but it's different. And you'll see what I mean if you go look at the trailer. So I'm really excited about it. Also, Game of Thrones has, of course, said that they've got 5 prequels in the works. So a lot of spin-offs for it, which is exciting since the last season, of course, is about to come out. But on that, apparently it's been said that the last season is going to be moved to 2019 rather than the original release of 2018. There's been a lot of speculation as to why. Some have said it's because of Kit and Rosalie's wedding. It's been a lot of different questions going around of whether or not that's true. Of course, once it actually becomes a set deal of when it's coming out, I'll let you guys know. But you at least have 5 prequels to look forward to. There's going to be a lot of stories and a lot of creativity that's going to be happening still in the universe of Game of Thrones. So that's super cool. And then the last thing we have to look forward to is Niall Horan. His album is coming out this Friday, October 20th, and it's called Flicker. And I actually retweeted a video of a glimpse into one of his songs that's going to be on the album, and it sounds awesome. It's got that same kind of feel that we get from Niall's single that came out earlier called Slowed Hands. So it's going to be really exciting. So we all have our salty moments, some more than others, and I know that I'm guilty of being a very salty person. But I love sharing my opinions and having my salty opinions about pop culture. And this week, it was finding out that Chris Brown's new album, Heartbreak on a Full Moon, is going to have 45 songs. 45. Why are there 45 songs? I have so many questions. Are they full-length songs? Because if they are, that's a lot of music. Are there a lot of features? How much of it is Chris Brown actually singing on? Are there going to be a lot of music videos of him dancing to these songs? Because that's something I'm interested in. But I'm salty about it because it just seems like a lot. I don't see why he's throwing them all out on one album. I know it's been a while, but why not separate them out? I don't know. I'm also salty about it because Chris Brown just makes me salty for obvious reasons. Always going to be Team Rihanna, but whatever, I guess. 45 songs you got coming your way if you're a Chris Brown fan. But because I don't want to leave anything on a negative note, my peachy moment of this week was a story that Josh Gad talked about on Ellen. So Josh Gad, of course, plays Olaf in the movie Frozen, and Kristen Bell, that's who his story is about. She played Anna, the princess, in Frozen. Kristen Bell's also on The Good Place, and Josh Gad was also in Beauty and the Beast, and he's been in a number of comedies. He's a very funny guy, but he was on Ellen, and he was telling this story about when the hurricanes were coming through. His family lived in southern Florida. Well, when the hurricane was going to come through and just completely demolish that area, they moved up to where his brother lives in Tampa. Well, then of course we know that Hurricane Irma turned and then was going to go right through Tampa. So his family was completely stranded, had nothing going on, had nothing to do, couldn't get out, had nowhere to go. And they had waited long because they thought they were going to be safe in Tampa. Well, then Kristen Bell was in Orlando, Florida, which was going to still get hit, but not nearly as bad. And she was there working on some stuff, and Josh Gad had just like, I guess, sent her a text because he was sending out texts to everyone he knew. It was just saying like, hey, is there anything you could possibly do? Well, Kristen Bell actually was able to get his entire family out of Tampa and to come stay with her. There's a lot of really sweet details about it, including a selfie with Kristen Bell and Josh Gad's parents going viral. But it was super sweet. So she did that for him. She saved his family, and it's a great video. Of course, I retweeted it, so you can go listen to it. Super sweet, and Josh Gad, as always, is hilarious, even in this really cute story. So go check that out. But way to go, Kristen Bell. So that's the show, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. Go follow me on Twitter. You can see all these stories, and I post a lot of other stuff. So go check all that out. You can, again, watch those videos, the trailer, the Josh Gad story, all of it's on there. So go follow me at Robin_McIntyre, MCENTIRE. And send me any questions or suggestions that you have about TV shows you might want me to start watching so that I can talk about those shows and those actors. Because I know that I harp on a lot of shows and actors that I watch. So any suggestions, go ahead and send me a direct message, and I'll try to work that into the show. But I hope that you guys have a great week, and I'll see you next Monday at 7.